Alright, fucks in the Smash community. I just saw eSam's video on the Smash Ultimate Stage List problem, and I actually think it's a fairly reasonable and cool idea, but I would like to give an alternate perspective on how we can take things at the start of this game. For anyone who hasn't seen his video, eSam suggests that we pick stages and rotate them out every 6 months so that we only have a relatively small stage list of 7 stages, and then we change them every time. He puts this forward as a way to not make picking stages so crazy, but still get to have the variety of the game and change it up every 6 months. We have the stage hazard toggle. At long last, we've been blessed by Papa Sakurai with something many of us have wanted for a long time. And I think we should at least try to take full advantage of it before we try to be reasonable about it. I think we should take as many legal stages as possible at the beginning of this game and go nuts. Let's say there's something insane, like 50 viable stages or something like that. Instead of limiting it by season with a stage list that changes every 6 months, we should at least attempt to play like this with all 50 stages for a little while. The Smash community has needed to make its own rules since its inception. Anyone remember the East Coast versus West Coast debate over items? So I think we should at least see what it looks like to have a gargantuan stage list at the beginning of the game. Here's one issue I potentially see with eSam's idea of rotating stages every 6 months. It is possible that certain characters will have spikes in viability and dominance during times when their best stages are legal, and I don't know if that rotation in character choices / main viability is something that we want as a part of keeping the game fresh. Imagine being, let's say, a Lucas main in Smash 4, and No Hazard's Halberd is legal for 6 months. You're probably going to grind hard for that amount of time because your down throw up air kills ludicrously early and you'll be able to use that advantage to the fullest. The unforeseen effect of this is that we might have people who stop competing as much during certain seasons if their favorite stages aren't part of the game, and I'm just not sure that's what we want to encourage in the community. I want to reiterate, I don't think that eSam's idea is a bad one at all, but I think we should remember that when the Smash community decides on something, it is usually very, very difficult for it to undo that decision. Anyone remember Duck Hunt? I remember Duck Hunt. As such, I think it is in our best interests to try the most absolutely nuts version of a stage list we can at the very beginning to at least see if it works. If it turns out it doesn't, we can fall back on stage rotation. That's all from me. I'm so fucking hyped for this game. Let's go.